Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the 2022 Virtual Island Summit. Thank you so much for joining us for this session. My name is Thaiz Maciel. I am the Marketing Director at Island Innovation, and I am based in Santa Catarina Island, Brazil. I'm very, very happy to be here today presenting this session about the Island Innovation Services. And I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the efforts and the hard work of the whole Island Innovation team. Thank you, everyone who is working behind this great event and making everything that is happening during these 7 days possible. Before we begin, I see that you are already communicating through the chat. And I would like to put a poll for you for us to understand where you are coming from. You can answer, the question is appearing in front of you right now. So just please let us know where you are joining from. I'm gonna choose South and Central America. Okay, and please also let us know what industry you belong to. Okay, let's introduce ourselves in the chat. Awesome. Trinidad and Tobago, I see you. New Jersey, nice. USA, Fiji, nice. Hi, everyone. Cape Verde, olá, amigos de Cabo Verde. Okay, nice. While you finish answering, okay, we have, you did finish already. We have many people from the Caribbean today, North America and Europe. Only me from South America. Okay, nice. From the Pacific. Most of you are from NGO sectors. Very interesting. And working with environmental services or ocean conservation. Super cool. If you want to introduce yourselves to the people who are in this session in the chat, please feel free to do so. If you want to share your LinkedIn profiles or other social media, you are all welcome. And we will have a Q&A box for your questions at the end of this session. I would like also to introduce my colleague, Audrey. Audrey is our Director of Operations and Growth at Island Innovation. If you can say hello, Audrey.
Thank you, Thais. Hi, everyone. I'm Audrey. As Thais mentioned, I'm the Director of Operation and Growth at Island Innovation. I'm based in Guadeloupe Island in the Caribbean, and very happy to have you all today to discover what an innovation can do for you and your organization.
Awesome. Can we start? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So let me share my screen with you. Perfect. So we created this special session during the Virtual Island Summit because many people come to us and ask what Island Innovation does. And probably many of you already know about our big events, such as the Virtual Island Summit, the Island Finance Forum, the Island Pavilion at COP. There are many events happening throughout the year, but not everybody knows about what is behind all those events. Not everybody knows our team. So this session was carefully prepared to talk a little bit more about Island Innovation and what we actually do besides the events that you are used to attending. So I would like to start this presentation by saying that Island Innovation's mission is to help drive sustainable development across islands worldwide. I think this is something that you can notice very easily through the content that we select for our events, through the social media content that we are continuously sharing and all the activities that we are promoting. And to help drive sustainable development across islands, we build a support network. So we connect people from different sectors, for example, private companies, people from NGOs, policymakers, sustainability experts, academic researchers, students, young leaders, many people from different sectors within the sustainable development markets to create this big support network and make innovation possible. So we believe that by connecting people from across the world and joining their abilities and their expertises, that's the best way for us to build a better future, more sustainable solutions for communities worldwide. And this is the Island Innovation Network. I wanted you to see how big we are already, and all of you are part of this network. So we have more than 130,000 community members, 40,000 people reading our newsletter every week, which is amazing. We have more than 10,000 people registered for the Virtual Island Summit this year, and the year before, and the year after this one. We hope to achieve even more people. We have more than 400 ambassadors representing 256 islands around the world, which we are very proud of. More than 50 partner institutions and more than 40 government voices joined the Island Innovation Network. And with these numbers, I would like to invite my colleague Audrey to explain to you why we created an agency. Audrey.
Thank you, Thais. It's always amazing to see the reach that we have been able to build since 2019, and this is exactly, the why of why we created an agency is to close connection with multiple stakeholders and media ecosystem in islands and worldwide. We've seen we have this large amount of island stakeholders in sustainable development, but also a lot of international stakeholders. We created an innovation to create a place to bridge the gap between people across the globe that believe into growth for island, but also into sustainable development. Where we would like to by creating this platform, creating this place, is to help impactful organizations and projects to thrive. And you can do it in multiple ways. So first, we created the Virtual Island Summit, where we are now, to leverage all the voices during one big time, in the year. But we also realized, and this is from a lot of inquiries that we have, is sometimes I meet a lot of you probably that are connected today. How can I advertise? How can I let your audience and an innovation about what I do, about my NGO, about my private company, my solution, or even a governmental initiative? And instead of doing advertisement, we would like to help into creating your own audience, your own impact, and your own reach. And that's why we created the agency, is to be your agency, the one that will take care of how will you communicate to the island stakeholders, how you will communicate to a region of islands, to you can target the Caribbean, if you like, the Pacific, or even worldwide. So we created tools that we actually implemented for us first as an innovation. So digital communication, events, press, PR, and we have this from this network, this large network of journalists across different regions of the world, and they can be targeted in in islands, but also in US, in Europe. So we're here really to help raise your voice by communication agencies, because that's what we'd like, that's what we know, and this is our expertise. And this is the impact, the extensive organic reach that you're seeking regionally and internationally. And if we can move to the next step, please, Thais. And how we do that now is as you can see, the network is spread across the globe as the same as our team. So internally, we are able to have diverse perspectives. So Thais is from Brazil. James, our CEO, is in Lisbon. We have our amazing Christian in South America as well. We have people in Europe, in Asia. So we are all diverse. We speak multiple languages, and we are able to provide this worldwide, but it's also very island focused perspective depending on your need. Where would you like your voice to be heard? And yes, that's what we do. We gather the best professionals worldwide, and we know how to work effectively across time zones to deliver your projects. Thank you, Thais. And this is our amazing team. This year, we have been able to grow the team.
Not everyone is in this image, right? I was thinking about this before. Not everyone is in this image. We apologize for the team members who are not here.
Yes, that is true. And that's the amazing team that we have been able to grow. We are 15 now. And we're experts at communication and digital marketing, meaning that we can reassess your brand, especially for NGOs. We saw that you are a lot of NGOs. So what message would you like to leverage? And what is the goal that you would like to achieve in the end? We all know that either you seek for projects or maybe for fundings. So how do you talk to investors? How do you talk to the different projects that you would like to reach? And that's something that you can do just throughout communication and digital marketing, as we did as an organization. And if you would like to go to more, I would say, to have prints and to have a presence on media, and we can also help building your press release. There are some specific occasion where you do press releases. So where is the right time to do it? Which press is the best one, depending on what type of organization and what type of action that you are doing. That's something we can also do for you. And if you'd like to gather people, if you'd like to create a community, you can use tools such as events, such as programs, and we can build that as we build we can build a small summit for you, webinars, roundtables, workshops, depending on, again, what is the impact you would like to get. And that's where we support you to understand the impact you'd like to have, and being able to transform it into meaningful tools and engagement, making sure that your message is well known. So how do you what colors do you use? What is type of content are you putting into your website? It's very important how we are meaningful into we communicate to especially when, just when we would like to actually make a positive impact on the world. So what type of message we would like to get out there, and that's where we can help you. We have content writers. Alexandra, our graphic designer lead, is able to really assess what are your values and transform them into a graphic design strategy. And Thais is well known into community management, how we create this community around an organization, around an idea, around an impact. And we also developed a few months ago, this idea of developing programs, which is a more long-term engagement, and maybe it can a lot of you might know about accelerator programs. How do you are an NGO, you are a government, how do you help the organization that you are involved with to grow? How do you educate? How do you educate about the values that you are sharing? And it's by programs, and that's something we can also help you to build as your agency. And yes, so for the tech support, thank you, Thaiz.
You gave a very broad overview. I saw already some questions in the Q&A box. So I just wanted to let everybody know that at the end of this session, we will have some time to answer all your questions, okay? So you can already type your questions to the Q&A box. The ones that our team will be answering already. So I already see some answers at the Q&A box. But at the end of this session, we will have some time to discuss any doubts that you may have about our services, our clients, our project, everything. Okay. Services, Audrey.
Yes.
Can I go? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Perfect. The first one, perfect, right? The first one.
Events. That's what we started. We started from. So let's say we organized events, and in two ways. We support events in two ways. Either on the technical side, which is you have an idea, you have your programs, you have your agenda, you may have a glimpse of the speakers, you have your network, and now we are going into more an hybrid format. It can be a physical event, but you can also have a virtual side. We can be your tech lead. We can help you build the platform, your registration page, your communication around it. And we have as well during that collaboration, we open our network. If you need speakers, if you need a perspective of an agenda, that's where we come into. We would support you on several aspects. So depending on where you are, you have an agenda, we will help you on making sure that agenda is well transformed into a virtual format that can be adapted to a hybrid as well. And if you do not have, we can also build the agenda, help you build the content and source the speaker. And let's say that you may have your events already done. You know what you're doing, you have your speakers all set. We are also able to just do the promotion of it. And we have monthly packages that we can implement either on our network. Now we have a brand new website, it's wonderful, and we can add your event, promote your event on our platform, but also help you on this side to take over your social networks and do the full promotion on social media, create some content, reach out to journalists and help you get attendees. I guess that's quite enough. Thais, any comments? No.
Yeah, no, I think the best thing that we can say about organizing events is what's happening right now, right? So you can see how impressive the Virtual Island Summit is, how many people we were able to gather in this event, how many relevant speakers we brought to the different sessions, and how many topics we are covering during this year's Virtual Island Summit. And this is just one example of what we can do for your organization. So I already saw someone asking a question like, how would you assist me in presenting the work that I completed on my dissertation project? And the first thing that popped up in my mind was an event, because this is a great way to achieve a different audience, to let people know about what you are working on. So events are a great platform, right?
Mhm.
And together with events, digital marketing and communications, and of course, public relations and press, because you need to make your message achieve the right audiences. You have to be heard. It doesn't work if you just organize a very nice event with great content, but you don't communicate the event very well, right?
Exactly. It's about making the difference. I guess in the overwhelming world of virtual and the digital, the idea is, how do you brand yourself? It's let's talk about, you know, the technical aspect of it is, how do you brand your event? How do you brand your brand, your organization? Digital marketing helps also to, the beauty I think about digital is you leave a footprint, right? It will stay actually if you create content, if you put you know, your website is well, everything is, it's about leaving your footprint on the digital world. So we'll help you do that. And our digital marketing services include sort of copywriting, the web design, the social media, and the management of it. And of course, if you are if you want to go to COP, let's say, as an example, we can help you leverage your public relation at large events such like this. And so, as a few examples, this year we have been very very grateful to work with organizations such as the Caribbean Biodiversity Fund, the Caribbean Climate Smart Accelerator, SPREP or CARILEC, or even Energy X. So we work from private companies to NGOs or even governmental entities to develop their message, communication, or even support in events that they organize.
This one is one of my favorite services. I can say that. Okay, do you want to talk about destination marketing and community management?
Sure. So destination marketing, I guess it's really focused on, you are an island, you are a destination. How do you brand your destination, and through what type of initiative? Montserrat, the Malta and Dominica especially developed last year remote programs. So what we did is to help them leverage what was the specificity of their remote programs and what type of people could apply and who it could fit to. You don't leave, you know, your place and go into an island randomly, even if never, even if that would be wonderful, right? But the idea was to help them talk to the right audience and build the community around it. So I guess that's what we do when we talk about destination marketing and community management. And you have on the chat, thank you, James, for sending a few case studies for everyone who wants to have. On our website, you can actually have access to all the case studies. So feel free to spend some time on the website so you can dive deeper into the strategy that we have been able to develop. And last but not least is all those organizations that would like to get their time and not only a time during the events, the Virtual Island Summit, or even the Island Finance Forum. Those organizations who wants to present a concept, present their company, their organization, what they do for 90-minute session. And it's also for us to support the Virtual Island Summit. And in return, what we provide is really these 90 minutes where we also take care of all the branding and the message you would like to do around the summit. So that's what the sponsorship is about. It's really to support the summit and present results, I guess, and concepts.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the sponsors that we have this year, amazing sponsors, great organizations, responsible brands that are making possible that the Virtual Island Summit is 100% free to attend. So thank you very much again to our sponsors. And I would like to add that you don't need to be a very big organization to sponsor a content with Island Innovation. If you are small, and you want to sponsor, for example, a content piece or a small webinar, we are open to help you. If your message is a nice message, is relevant to island communities, feel free to reach out to us and we will find a solution for you too.
Thank you, Thaiz.
Just one more, Accelerator Programs. I also like this one very much.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's I think it's coming from a place where we wanted to have an impact as well as an organization, as an innovation. And what we would like to do is to create more long-term programs where we support founders and community leaders who wants to positively have an impact on the world, help them to align their brand with the most interactive projects. And what we do is through, and the specificity of a programs is you get access to education, to mentorship, to access to finance. So those programs are, I can say, if I know you are a lot of NGOs, and that's maybe for you, NGOs, to have in mind that it's about grooming, it's about educating those organizations that you work with, and have a long-term relationship, long-term relationship, and that's why those accelerator programs. So we design programs that you can just implement to your organization. Everything is already done. The format, we'll just have to tweak it to be perfectly fit for your theme, industry, or impact. I'm trying to go, and everyone knows it's 6 and we had 30 minutes. It's very exciting, but so feel free.
This is the last slide. Don't worry, you're doing great. This one is just to clarify who we work with. So you were the best person to say who we work with, Audrey.
Yes. So yes, it's and I guess this is just a result. I meet a lot of you on a daily basis, and that's I guess where we really work, where we're really good at to work with is the private companies, to either on events, communication help, to brand, and really to be conscious about the words that we use, what type of impact we would like to have, governmental offices, and we are into a bunch and multiple ecosystems of multiple islands. And I think that's what we'd like to be. We would like to be the agency for islands, and for those governments who seeks for ideas, for those offices who seeks for new ideas, innovations, and related to the digital world. So we can launch new programs looking for help to improve the current initiatives, we work with ministries of agriculture, of tourism, of development. And the idea is really to leverage those sustainable initiatives, and as well with NGOs. We would like, and this is, I guess, our mission, what we believe in, we would like to amplify the work that you are all doing on this earth. So that's what we hear. This is our mission. We just do that with the expertise that we have, which is experts in communication, in digital marketing, I guess in public relation. We all very nice. We know how to love people. I guess that's what we are. We're really good at this. And make our network to your service. How we open, and we've been, and I'll be very, very honest here, is we were always looking on how can we put our network to your service. All the people that we have been able to gather around the summits are at your service as well. When we can find that type of collaboration, you look for speakers, for experts, and that's where you can benefit from the network and new connections. Yeah, and I guess that's what we'd like to do. And yeah, to finish, I guess the idea is really to think about just the last word, which is either it's about, we are an island and we would like to create an impact outside, regional impact to the world. You can call us, or you are an entity and you would like to have more visibility on a region, on an island, you also are at the right place at Island Innovation. So I'm available on LinkedIn, on all social media. I guess my email, I saw my email. Thank you, James. And you can also sign up here on the website for a free 30-minute consultation, where we'll be able to assess your needs and then see what type of collaboration we can have together.
Thank you so much, Audrey, for explaining everything that you just did. I see that there are many questions in the Q&A box. But before we go to them, I would like to reinforce this invitation to sign up for the free 30-minute consultation. We did this before during the Island Finance Forum this year. And I think I can say this was a very interesting experience for us and for the people who won the free consultation, because we really dive deep into the needs, the goals, the communication channels. We do a comprehensive analysis of everything that your organization is currently doing. And we give you like a diagnostic of what to do. And practical recommendations that you can put into practice, even if you choose not to hire Island Innovation to help you with your project. I think this is a great way to get some insight on what you should be doing in terms of digital communications and marketing in general. So please feel free to apply to the 30-minute consultation with our experts. I know it's 7:05 already. Do we have time to answer some questions? I think so.
I guess in 5 minutes. I'm very sorry, everyone, because it's getting darker. It's 6 p.m. and the sun just disappeared. Suddenly.
We can still see you. I think I will shoot you a question then. Someone is asking, how do we apply for sponsorship for future events? Is there an application form and criteria that we need to meet?
Mm-hmm. So you can apply in the events section of our website. You have a form where we receive a few information about your organization, and then there is no criteria. We just identify which type of sponsorship would you like, which level of sponsorship would you like to have, and then we decide. I guess you will decide the package or the level of sponsorship you would like to go for during our events.
Awesome. You can reach out directly to Audrey too, so that you can get to know what are the upcoming events that we have sponsorship available. Someone asked in the chat, so I'm gonna answer this question before we lose this one. Brad asked, is there a guide in preparation for the 30-minute consultation? Brad, you just need to go through your communication channels and to let us know what your goals are, what your business goals are, what you are trying to achieve, because that's the information that we need to talk about a strategy for you. So no preparation needed, but you should be able to answer a few questions about your organization, your current efforts, and specifically your goals. Okay? Great. Let me see if there is anything else that we can answer. Okay, people asked about the fellowship program. Christian already replied. Beatrice, we are going to get in touch with you because you left your email here, and also with Bob. Does anyone have another question that we should answer live? 10 seconds. If not, please feel free to reach out to us through email, to send Audrey a message, and to request the free consultation. We will be very happy to help you all. Thank you so much for attending this session. We appreciate your time and interest. And I invite you to our next session that will happen for me in South America tomorrow morning. It's a conversation with the CEO of an organization that is turning coconut waste into sustainable products. So please stay tuned with the Virtual Island Summit 2022, and we will see you very soon in the next sessions.
Thank you, Thais. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Audrey.
You're welcome. Bye.